So we sitting up?
Are we? No, I'm always so much taller than you when we sit up.
No.
I am.
No, sir.
Yes, I am.
Alright, no. Alright, this is good posture.
Okay.
How your belly feel?
Fine.
Alright.
Alright, so now we're entering the MTM makeover, okay?
Okay. We have a theme song?
No, we don't. Hi everybody, and welcome back to our channel. We never get to say that on this channel. You realize that, right?
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to our channel. But more excitingly, welcome back to another episode of MTM Makeover.
Yes.
We haven't done one of these for a long time. The last time we did one of these was for our bathroom makeover. And here we are back again for our kitchen / living room / dining room / TV room. This is our ground floor makeover and we're so very excited. Of course, it's centered around our kitchen, which we have been waiting to do for such a long time. And we literally still can't believe that the time is here right now. This has been 15 years in the making, if not longer.
Yeah.
And that's a point that we like to make because, you know, a lot of people might see us and not realize that, you know, we have had to prioritize other things over home renovations. And so this is a really big deal for us that we get to do this now in this time and that you lovely people get to join us for all of it.
We started discussions about this renovation seriously about a year ago. As we said, we've always floated the idea of doing different upgrades to the house, but the time wasn't right. What had happened was we realized that this baby is coming regardless of what anybody else says, and if we waited until the baby came, then we'd have to wait another like a year or 2 years till the baby fully got grown, settled, and then we were like, you know, and confident enough to know that we could either move out or do all of what we have to do, you know, with our young baby. And
taking into consideration the fact that in 2 years, this renovation is probably going to cost twice as much. I'm
telling you, anybody doing this type of things know that prices go up, and especially with the pandemic. And that was one of the big reasons why we even took this long to get going.
This
pandemic,
time around,
the whole way up. So
a year ago, a really good friend of mine, Vanessa Paisley Clare of Clare Design, actually came to take a look at the house. She knows me inside out, and she literally put together the most beautiful layout and design for us that we could have ever imagined. She knows our family very well, she knows our needs very well, and she was able to literally take the space and just make it one beautiful flow. She was also the only designer who flipped the 2 rooms for us. So she actually moved the old kitchen and turned that into the dining room and put the kitchen in the dining room area.
I was like, nah. I was like, me say, me throw in the towel. Me say, no. Me say, how can we flip? The kitchen is the kitchen. So I was just, that scared me the most, flipping the space. I couldn't visualize, I couldn't see it. Because I guess men are just like practical. So
put it back where it was.
It function right, wait there. And they could just put it back, wait there. I mean, now that we're in the middle of renovation, I can see the beauty of it, the perfection, the genius of it to flip the script. I mean, we had a few other designers in, and no, everybody just went back to where, you know.
Was, yeah.
So I was just like, yo, how I gotta do this? You know, and
I remember you were worried about like gas lines and plumbing
bare things. I just couldn't see we can cook this. Is now that the vision is coming to life, and I see I can actually like say, wow, this is proper genius to move this around and flip it.
Yeah, so big up to Vanessa Paisley Clare of Clare Design, because without your vision, this would have never even been possible, and we managed to somehow convince Wayne that it would work. And that's why we also went back to our contractor, Andrew Grahame of Selective Development, because he also thought that design made the most sense for our family and for the layout. And he convinced you that it would be easy to move the gas lines, move the plumbing, which it really was, and all of that stuff. So we worked with Andrew on our bathroom, and honestly, we really knew that Andrew would be the one to pull this all together for us, to bring the vision to life, to help us along the way, because he's great at that stuff. and he really has helped me to kind of put my vision together. Speaking of which, I want to share our mood boards with you, and I've kind of split them up into two. So our kitchen mood board, we really wanted that nice airy white. You guys know I love the white, right? Like I think coming from a gray kitchen, I just wanted the opposite. And so what I have in mind is, you know, a beautiful white kitchen, but with warm tones brought to you through the flooring. So like, you know, we want like kind of like a wood tile finish, but I'm bringing in some elements of color, some elements of the black, some elements of, you know, that warmth in the woven materials and the decor. So, you know, that's my real feel for the kitchen. And if we talk a little bit about the living area, it will kind of spill over into that space as well, where we're going with something a little more light again and bright. You guys know my gray couches, they'll be back in there. But again, bringing in the warmth and the greens from the plants and all that together. So that's the vision that we're hoping to bring to life. All of that said, let's talk about the day when demo finally began.
No, listen, I thought that I would have been a little bit more attached to some of the stuff that was there, but
like what?
No, it's true. I wasn't really attached. It was long overdue. Yes. You know, these upgrades and renovations were long overdue. So to tell you the truth, I was not really attached sentimentally to much that was there. I was really excited and ready to rumble.
I saved a piece of the parquet flooring. I did.
Oh well, no. To be honest,
yeah,
I was thinking kitchen. The parquet flooring had a little bit of my heart.
Yeah, but I saved a piece, so don't worry.
Right, yeah. It had a piece of my heart, even though I knew that it wouldn't serve us anymore, with the modern vision of what we had for our home. You know, it wouldn't match up. It just wouldn't match up.
Were you surprised at how quickly the demo happened?
I was shocked at how quickly it happened. It was literally it was such a
team.
Yeah, team of guys. So it wasn't like a one man so did a stress the whole day. It was like 6-7 brethren come through and just get to work.
Pulling down the cupboards.
And you know I had the big mission to catch Lizzie, so my second objective was also achieved and accomplished, you know.
It was crazy for us to see how quickly all of the cupboards came down. What I wasn't expecting was the walls coming down that day or that quickly. So even when he told us that the walls were going to come down that day, it was insane. Something I want to say is that something that we've been very adamant about is having our daily goals set out every day. So we have a group with our contractor, with our supervisors, with our project managers to make sure that we have daily plans and we're meeting those goals. And I really believe that if you have 3 to 5 really strong goals per day, you really stand a better chance at meeting those than if you're setting out 10 things that you want to just get done, you know? Yeah. And so that has been really good. So even that day, he had set out to us that, you know, hey, we're ripping down the kitchen, we're taking down the walls, we're ripping up floors. And I was like, really? Well, when them started all of that, all one time the fridge couldn't fit. And they had to like bust through a piece of the wall. And I was just like, what's happening? And then down came the whole wall. And I was like, it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
But it was really great. And it really opened up the space. And even that alone, like when those 2 walls came down, we were like shocked.
Well, that is when the vision started to really materialize in my mind as to what was going to come to and how it was going to come together. That wasn't I realized. But this is the perfect flip because then now we have the eating area there and the boys I could just see it. You know, you can visualize the family in the space, using the space, and I was like, this is perfect.
It really became the heart.
Yeah, and then the doors open up. It's just expansive. The vision was expansive. The space became expansive, and yeah.
Careful! Hi guys. I figure nobody gets footage of the both of you.
Footage as a footage.
That's crazy.
Can't believe that moves up here.
We're are back on the site today and things are moving very quickly. As you can see behind me, they've already taken out the windows and the door, and they are actually putting back in blocks so it will be solid walls. We're marking out the places where our sockets will go and that wall will get splashed out. Guys, today's day 4. I feel good. Oh, and you had an egg delivery. So yeah, feeling really good about it so far. The guys are moving at lightning speed. And so we're just making sure that we are hitting a few goals every single day. That's the only way to make this work.
Take up any floor, you're taking up in laundry, you're not taking up any of your cabinets.
What would you recommend?
To be honest with you, it is not something that I would fear. Because we're doing new piping and stuff like that. But if you want peace of mind because you have had this problem in the past, yeah, so the drainage is not really a leak issue because it's no pressure connection. And we'll try to make it as sturdy as we can.
Yeah.
No, not at the moment.
So I would say our first hiccup was when we started to lift the parquet floor. So the tiling came up easy with the Hilti, Wayne's favorite tool ever. But when it came time to lift up the parquet, the problem that we came upon was the glue or the adhesive, whatever they used to actually lay the parquet. That was a nightmare.
Yeah, and I would just think so. Just lay the tile over it.
Yeah, no. So we spent a couple days, we did a couple different trials between thinner, water, how to get this glue dissolved.
One of the time, our contractor Andrew, him say I'm gonna turn in a MacGyver, and I don't know when get this blowtorch from, but it was actually very smart of him to think heat
Maybe
it,
melt it, yes.
and then we can remove it easier.
Yes.
It was smart of him, and I
Yes.
give him points for that.
Yes.
But it kind of just made it spread the adhesive
It
wasn't
melted
getting
it,
rid of it.
Yes.
But it was a good shot though.
It
Andrew,
was.
thumbs up.
I mean, he almost burned down our house. And himself, but we're gonna leave that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that.
So that was the first kind of hiccup that we came across. Then they started to do things. I mean, guys, it happened so quickly. Like they were laying plumbing and they were doing all of the electrics. Because remember, we have to move all of those things around. When you don't have any sockets where you need them to be, I think I put a socket everywhere. You think I over-socketed the house?
No. You suck it to them.
I suck it to them. So now we have sockets everywhere that we need to have sockets. But all of that had to be considered. Remember, they have to chip into the wall for all this. So much got done so quickly.
For me, that was probably the most difficult aspect of the first part, is coordinating all of the aspects, coordinating the masonry with the electrics, with the drywall, you know what I mean, like getting everything, because everything has to be symmetric in the
and one thing can't come before the other.
It can't come too early, because then you can't seal back that before that
you do
run.
that. Yeah, and we're learning a lot.
Yeah, no. It's a beautiful process. It's great to observe the teamwork that goes into,
and the thought process too,
and the scheduling.
Process.
Yeah, definitely.
The next thing that happened was that Alcor came to check out our windows.
Yeah, because you can't fix up everything and then left the stale old windows then.
Yeah, that reached us with the living room where, we got to do our beautiful sliding doors and windows, and it set a standard for our home now. Yeah. We recently changed out the windows in the boys' room, and because we're doing such specific windows in our kitchen, like the size is specific, we really wanted to get Alcor on board because they manufacture right here in Jamaica, which means that they can build just about anything we want.
Yeah.
And so they are changing out the windows in our kitchen, even in the laundry area, and also I believe in the powder room.
The powder room as well. Yeah.
And I left that day. That day I actually left to go to Florida. So you met up with Moan.
As usual, Moan was great. Here's a little footage of when Alcor came by. See, we're back here with our family at Alcor, working again, and obviously we're going to work on the renovation project. See there, if you don't believe me, Alcor, this is Moan, one of their longest serving employees. and most competent, you know. Yeah, man. More than have it locked, man. So you say you're taking the measurements, you know?
Yeah, man, I'm doing some measurements right now.
Right.
We can always talk about style and stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can make suggestions while we go through, so you know you're good.
Right, of course. Cool number, you always guide me the right way, you know.
Alright.
Cool.
So what you thinking now, Wayne, as it relates to style of window?
Style, you know, say I have to make an executive decision, you know, and I have to collaborate with my wife on these things.
Oh, you have to check the box. Basically, you have to check the box.
Yeah, I have to check the box. Simply put, I have to check the box.
Yeah.
What? Give me the options, the basic options again.
All right. It's a kitchen window. So my first suggestion would have been for something that winds out. But then you can always go with something that pushes up, because remember now, it's a kitchen window, it's already a little bit higher than most other windows anyway.
Right,
so
right.
It's really the bottom part you can have most access to. So a push-up window, which is a sash window, could have work as well.
Okay.
A hang window.
Yeah.
I don't like sliders for kitchens, because you know when the sliders have to bank somewhere.
Right.
So they're going to be taking away some of that from your opening once you put a slider in there.
Right.
But people use sliders in kitchens as well. You can probably use a double slider here, 2 sliders where you can put some over there and some over there.
That's one thing, and then just work with the opening in the middle. Yeah.
That's an option as well.
You know, say that could be it, you know, and we'll just make the center point, the focal point of the ear and the view and the, you know.
That's an option. Because it's a big opening, so you can because most kitchens.
Right.
This one is definitely a possibility of doing that.
Alright, well, what I'll do is I'll get back to you within the next 2 hours. Tami traveling now.
Alright.
So as soon as she land, I'll correspond with her, and then I'll just get back to you. That's wicked.
I know we always have a whole heap of variations in terms of available options.
Right.
Casement windows, sliding windows,
right.
hung windows, stuff like that.
Yeah, man, I own the boss, man.
That's right.
So as you can see, I did have to check in with the boss. With the boss.
Wait, called me. I was like, no, we want this.
Yeah.
Initially, I wanted black casement because I really wanted to tie in some more of those black elements. But Moan brought up something that was very smart, which I didn't think about. And he said, is it your intention to have black exterior windows? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, you can't have it. Well, we need to do white. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about how our house would look from the outside. I was just thinking about how it looked from the inside.
And Andrew co-signed that decision too.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. So we decided to go with the white casement, and we are going to be doing sliders. There is going to be a ceiling fan in the dining and the kitchen, so I'm not too worried about movement of air, and so I'm not worried about all of them not opening, because the sliding windows do anchor to the side or to the middle. But I think it will be really nice, and I'm really happy with that. So big up to Alcor for definitely coming through on that, and I can't wait to see the finished product for all the rooms.
So next on the agenda was tiling, right? We're very excited about that, and it's a huge. I never realized how much tiling plays a role in setting the stage for a new space. Now that the tiles are halfway, it I almost can see what the room is, how it gonna look, just based on the tiling alone.
It's crazy.
So we have Janice on board.
Janice and Co.
Janice and Co. Which is like a team of.
It's a family.
It's a family affair. Big up Franco, Julian as well.
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
They work so well together.
They work great together.
They had the really serious task of doing a very intricate design, or what I think is a very intricate design, in the kitchen and dining area. And so I was very specific about getting somebody who was meticulous. And of course, Andrew recommended a woman. I'm just gonna say that. She doesn't work alone. She works with her husband Franco, and I believe their son-in-law Julian, and it's a family business, like Wayne said, and they're so good. They got to starting on the floor prep, and it's like that took a lot longer than you expected, or I expected. I was away for that part.
And it's because of how intricate they are and how serious
detail-oriented,
they are
yeah,
about setting the right foundation to the good tiles. You have some man who just come in and slap tile on ground and rare. Nah, they don't work so. They have to make sure that everything is set so you get the best run out of these tiles for years to come.
It's true.
And I was very impressed by that. I'm very happy that Andrew got us the tip at top.
Yeah.
Best of the best.
And Janice is MTM first cousin.
That is it.
Just so you know.
That.
So she's family now.
That.
that. So yeah, they got to chipping off the floor, prepping it and getting it ready. And guys, the work that they have done so far is unreal. So now what we want to do is basically kind of close off this episode for you guys, because our next episode will kind of take you into how we chose what we chose, why we chose what we chose, where we chose what we chose, and it really kind of pulls the whole vision together. But we just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what the demolition was like and what it really took for us to get to the point where we were like, okay, time to tile, time to drywall, time to plaster, which is all in the next episode. And I don't know how many weeks out we are now, like how much more time we have before we actually get to move back in.
We're basically at the midway point now.
Yeah. And we are also on track. Things are on track. We are not behind time, which is great. But this is construction. Anything could happen. So every day we are just doing our best to just stay on top of everything so that we can be back at home and get ready for all that's happening. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed that episode. I hope you learned a little bit about what the process is like, especially if you are planning to do something like this. And I hope that, you know, maybe we've encouraged you to maybe think about a space in your home that maybe you want to do. And guys, I just want to say, if you have the right team, the right vision, the right people around you, you can really do this in a way that works well for you. Figure out your budget. So important to do that, right? And then figure out how best to spend that, because you want to have the right people doing that. I feel so good to know that, you know, our money is going as far as it can with everything. Nobody is wasting anything. They're really being mindful about it. And, you know, that's important because we work hard for our money and we want to see it do what it do.
Yeah, life is a long road too, so you don't have to rush it. You do it right.
Yeah.
The best thing is to do it right.
I love that you said that, because piece by piece too. I mean, I was thinking about it today, how when we did our couches, in preparation for when they would go into the space.
Yeah.
A lot of people that say, well, you did the couch them for your room not do, or when we did the windows in there, but it's all because it would come together eventually.
Them say Rome was not built in a day.
Amen.
It was a home.
Almost not built in a day. So take your time and do what you can do, room by room, and go from there. That would be my suggestion.
That is it.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Definitely leave us some comments below. Can't wait for you to see the next episode. We really need your help in that episode, because we're gonna need you to chime in on some decisions that we have to make. So definitely, when that video comes out, click on that one too. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let us know what you
Just
think.
make sure you drop a comment if you're proud of it. I mean, we are doing thing up. I see it now. Mitchell developers in the future.
I don't see that. I don't see that. You see that for yourself.
Remember, said the I went on contractor way now, you know. Remember, some vision for myself expand now, you know. So I say a lot of things. You see me? You have the interior decorating. We never even know such.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. This is MTM Makeover. Bye. Never gonna happen.